Your DNA is 98% dormant for a reason. Ancient texts describe how pre-flood civilizations possessed abilities we now consider impossible: telepathy, manifestation, extended lifespans, and direct communication with higher consciousness. Modern quantum biology has discovered that our inactive genetic material responds to specific electromagnetic frequencies, the exact same frequencies encoded in Atlantean crystal technology. The protocol for activating your full genetic potential has been waiting in your cells this entire time. Tonight, you'll learn the truth that's been hidden for thousands of years. Atlantis wasn't just a legend. The greatest legacy of the lost civilization was the dormant abilities encoded in your DNA. And now, modern science is finally beginning to decode the secrets of this ancient protocol. In 2019, a genetic researcher made an extraordinary discovery off the coast of Spain. 4 kilometers beneath the ocean, he found crystal structures covered with geometric patterns. These patterns perfectly matched the molecular structure of human DNA. Thornfield's laboratory tests were shocking. The sound frequencies emitted by these crystals activated dormant gene regions in human cells. During experiments with 20 volunteers, participants began experiencing unexpected changes. First, participant Sarah Mitchell realized that the constant voice in her head since childhood was actually her ability to hear other people's thoughts. Another participant, David Chen, began sensing the molecular vibrations of objects he focused on. Most surprising was Maria Santos's experience. She started seeing future events in her dreams. However, these findings were never shared with the public, because Thornfield's discovery raised enormous questions about humanity's true potential. Only 2% of your genetic code is actively used. For years, the scientific community labeled the remaining 98% as junk DNA. But recent research shows this junk is actually an advanced consciousness elevation system. Dr. Elena Vasquez's studies demonstrated that dormant DNA regions become active when stimulated by specific frequencies. Sound waves vibrating at 528 Hz created changes specifically in ACGT gene sequences. In Vasquez's laboratory, participants in the Project Genesis experiment series reported these changes: 300% increase in memory capacity, extraordinary development in intuitive perception, electromagnetic field sensing ability, increased frequency of lucid dreaming, spontaneous development of healing abilities. The most interesting finding was that these changes were permanent. Once activated, gene regions resisted returning to dormancy and continued forming new neural connections. Plato's descriptions of Atlantis were actually a technical manual. The phrase "city governed by crystals" wasn't metaphorical, it was literal. Atlanteans used the piezoelectric properties of crystals to generate specific frequencies and manipulated consciousness states with these frequencies. Professor James Whitmore's submarine research showed that crystal formations found in the Bermuda region vibrated at 40,000 Hz. At this frequency, the human brain's pineal gland is stimulated and DMT production increases. Whitmore's team discovered these crystals formed a network. Each crystal was connected to others through quantum entanglement. This network enabled Atlanteans to communicate instantly throughout the city and experience collective consciousness. The most striking discovery was that this crystal network was still active. Whitmore's team succeeded in connecting to this network using modern technology. The experience they had at that moment changed the team members' lives forever. Dr. Rebecca Martinez describes it: "It was as if I had gained access to all knowledge libraries simultaneously. The boundaries between past, present, and future became blurred. I lived through Atlantis's final days as if they were happening right now." How can you apply Atlantean protocols today? Dr. Alan Sterling's research has developed methods that can be practiced at home. Crystal resonance meditation: hold a quartz crystal while listening to meditation music at 528 Hz frequency. For 21 minutes, allow the crystal's vibration to resonate with your DNA. Sterling's studies showed this simple practice created measurable changes in gene expression within 3 weeks. Sacred geometry visualization: visualize the Merkaba star tetrahedron shape in your mind. This shape is called the consciousness carrier in Atlantean texts. Sterling's experiments revealed this visualization elevated brain waves to gamma frequency. Water crystallization activation. Inspired by Dr. Emoto's water crystal research, Sterling succeeded in creating programmed water by applying specific sound frequencies to water. When consumed, this water increases cellular resonance and accelerates DNA repair. The most powerful aspect of Atlantean protocols isn't individual transformation, but collective awakening potential. Dr. Nina Petrov's research shows that groups practicing these techniques create a morphic field effect. In Petrov's Community Genesis project, a group of 144 people applied coordinated Atlantean protocols for 6 months. The results shook the scientific world. The group's average IQ increased by 4 to 7%. Empathy and telepathic connection reports increased by 300%. Chronic diseases showed a 78% recovery rate. Conflicts within the group almost completely disappeared. Creative problem-solving abilities showed geometric increase. Most surprisingly, this effect spread to people outside the group. Petrov detected the formation of high-frequency zones within a 5-kilometer radius around groups practicing the protocol. According to Dr. Zahra al-Rashid, the period we're living through in 2024 is the beginning of the Great Awakening era. According to al-Rashid's calculations, Earth's Schumann resonance has risen from 7.83 Hz to 8.5 Hz in the last 5 years. This frequency increase isn't random. According to al-Rashid's theory, the crystal grid system created on the planet before Atlantis' sinking is reactivating. The increasing spiritual awakening reports, UFO sightings, and paranormal events since 2012 are evidence of this activation. Al-Rashid says, Atlantean protocols are now manifesting spontaneously in people. DNA activation no longer requires individual effort. The planet's rising frequency is automatically awakening dormant genes. Symptoms you might experience during this process: tingling sensation at the crown of your head. Less need for sleep but more energy. Malfunctions in electrical devices, especially around you. Slight changes in eye color. Static electricity when touching metal objects. Mental and spiritual changes, dramatic increase in synchronicities. Seeing ancient civilizations in dreams. Remembering words from unknown languages. Feeling strong attraction to geometric shapes. Sensing energy when touching crystals. Your transformation journey is a 3-stage process. This protocol, based on Dr. Michael Kerrigan's clinical experience, has been tested on thousands of people. Stage 1. Purification, 1 to 3 weeks. During this period, your body cleanses old, dense energies. Drink plenty of water, focus on raw nutrition, and stay away from technological devices as much as possible. 87% of Kerrigan's patients experience detox symptoms during this period: fatigue, emotional fluctuations, and vivid dreams. Stage 2. Integration, 3 to 8 weeks. Dormant DNA codes begin to activate. During this period, meditation, journaling, and contact with nature are very important. Patients report these experiences at this stage: marked increase in intuition, sensitivity to electromagnetic fields, deeper connection with animals and plants, past life flashbacks. Stage 3. Mastery, 8+ weeks. The period when new abilities stabilize. In Kerrigan's long-term follow-up studies, 73% of people reaching this stage developed permanent extrasensory abilities, remote viewing capabilities, energy healing power, precognitive dreams, telepathic connections. There are important points to consider when applying Atlantean protocols today. Dr. Yasmin Roberts' research shows the critical importance of psychic protection when entering high vibrational states. Roberts' shield protocol methodology: add white light shielding visualization to your daily morning meditation. Imagine yourself within a shell of golden light. This protects your rising consciousness from lower vibrational energies. Grounding practices: make physical contact with the earth. Roberts' studies show that touching the ground with bare feet restores electromagnetic balance. 15 minutes of earth contact provides energetic stability lasting up to 6 hours. Community connection: form groups with people on similar journeys. Roberts found that isolated transformation processes progress 34% slower. Collective energy fields exponentially accelerate individual awakening. According to Dr. Alex Chen's projections, the widespread adoption of Atlantean protocols will take humanity to a new evolutionary phase. In Chen's Neo-Atlantean society model, he foresees these changes in the 2030s. Education system transformation, direct consciousness downloading instead of classical knowledge transfer. Students will be able to directly access teacher knowledge through quantum entanglement. Healthcare revolution, frequency healing will become dominant. In Chen's model, hospitals will give way to resonance centers. Diseases will be treated by correcting vibrations at the molecular level. Communication evolution, telepathic networks will span the entire planet. Chen predicts a global telepathic internet will be established by 2035. Environmental restoration, collective consciousness will accelerate Earth's healing process. According to Chen's calculations, when the critical mass of 144,000 people practice Atlantean protocols, planetary grid reactivation will be complete. Are you ready to experience this ancient technology now? Dr. Luna Silvermoon's immediate activation protocol includes simple steps you can start applying tonight. Tonight's activation sequence: preparation, cleanse your energetic field by bathing. Wear comfortable clothes, preferably natural fabrics. Hold a quartz crystal in your hand, or a clean glass of water if unavailable. Frequency alignment: play 528 Hz solfeggio frequency. Sit in lotus position, straighten your spine. Visualize crystalline light entering through your crown chakra. DNA activation declaration: repeat this affirmation 3 times. I call upon the ancient wisdom encoded in my DNA. I activate the dormant codes of my divine heritage. I am ready to remember who I truly am. Integration sleep: place the crystal under your pillow. Invite Atlantean visions in your dreams. Write what you remember in your journal in the morning. Your journey begins tonight, but it was programmed thousands of years ago. In Atlantis's final days, the wise ones knew you would awaken in this time. The dormant codes in your DNA are ready to activate because the planet's frequency is rising right now. This transformation isn't just individual, it's part of planetary healing. As you awaken, you contribute to the morphic field. Every activated soul creates a ripple effect in collective consciousness. Remember, you're not just a human being. You're a carrier of ancient wisdom, a vessel of cosmic intelligence, and a prototype of future humanity. Start the Atlantean protocol tonight. Wake up tomorrow morning with enhanced awareness. You'll notice your sensing abilities have increased, your intuition has sharpened, and you feel a deeper connection with reality. Your DNA remembers. Your soul knows. Your time is now. Share this ancient technology with your friends and family. We need to reach critical mass for collective awakening. Together, we're rebuilding Atlantis, this time on a sustainable and loving foundation. Good luck on your sacred journey. May the crystalline frequencies guide your transformation.